We is live. We is live.
We are live. Hello.
Yay. How you guys doing? Happy New Year. I don't
Happy
know
New
who.
Year, everybody. Ooh, I said we were going to do it quietly. Happy New Year, everybody.
So I tagged you in a post on Facebook.
Me?
And it says, no one claims 2021 is their year. We walk in quietly, don't touch anything, and we sit down. And I'm like, yep, that's Sue-Ann. That's
Yeah.
Sue-Ann. Her orders to everyone when 2020 was ending was, we're sneaking up on 2021.
Yeah.
We're not going to let it know that we're coming, and we're just going to be quiet about it. So,
Yeah.
yeah.
That's exactly how I felt it should be.
As compared to 2020, where we all went into and we're like, this is our year. No,
It's going to be
2021 is
the
no
best
one's year.
year ever.
We're just
Bullshit.
going to get through it a lot
Yes.
better than we got through 2020, hopefully.
Yeah, please.
We don't need to have this marvelous year. We just need to get through it.
Yeah. I'm not asking for much.
I'd like to get back to where we can have some normalcy of seeing people again.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's what I'd like.
Yeah. That's really all I'm asking for. Not a whole lot.
I won't proclaim the year though. But Manuela, how you doing? Great to see you. Thank you for coming. Thank you for like bouncing your time between two channels. I appreciate that. I really do. Jean, how you doing? You made it. You didn't start vacuuming or run your mom somewhere or anything along those lines. Great to see you. Happy New Year. I will say Happy New Year regardless. Like, you know what? We got to look at the bright side of things. We
Yeah.
do.
Yeah. Did you get the fireworks when I sent you Happy New Year on
Yeah,
your phone?
that's pretty cool. I had to
That
do
was
it like
cool.
I sent Cammy a message saying Happy New Year yesterday, and I saw it for the first time. I'm like, oh, cool. And my kids come running over. They're like, what? I'm like, Happy New Year. And I'm like, sorry, I had to send it again.
Yeah.
Sherry B. Watson, how you doing? Great to see you.
Hi, sweetie.
2020 is now a fart in the wind. It's been thrown in the dumpster. It's been thrown in the dumpster.
And nobody wants it back. So don't go diving for it.
All of us divers are not retrieving it. It is staying where it is.
Mhm.
Honestly, any Happy New Year stuff that says 2020 on it, I might have to leave behind.
It's a
It
good
can
idea.
stay there. Manuel, yes. We're getting like freezing rain today. I
Yeah.
went out diving in the freezing rain.
Of course you did.
Hey, no one else is out.
No?
It was my chance.
Yeah.
And I did get some stuff, so that was awesome.
Good.
Tom Andrews gonna start working now.
Hi, Tom.
Hey, lurker, how you doing, professional lurker? What's up?
It's early for him, so maybe he'll actually stay.
He's already put the lurk emoji. He's
Oh,
lurking.
no, never mind
he's,
then.
he's our professional lurker.
He is. He's good at it.
It's what, about 31, 32 here, which isn't horribly cold. It's the freezing rain that's bad.
It was 29, I think, actually. And it's 45 in my garage.
She loves me, so she sits out in the cold.
Mm-hmm.
You got rain. We got sleet, snow, hail going on with a little bit of rain.
They call it like grapple or something like that. The sleeting, snowy stuff.
Yeah, it's like it bounces. It's like
It does
bouncing
bounce.
balls go.
Yeah, it was hitting my window and like bing, 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 bing. Yeah.
Yeah, it doesn't hurt like hail, but
Yeah.
it legitimately bounces when it hits stuff. I'm like,
Mm-hmm.
well, this is a weird new atmosphere.
Yeah. Very weird.
We have winds, but southeast of us. Yeah, we don't really have wind.
No.
There's really no wind. The sun's not out. And it's just like hail sleeting? Grappling?
Grapple.
Grapple?
I think it's called grapple. Why is I-10 closed though, Gene?
Winds, but south. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe the winds. Maybe something got knocked over.
I don't know.
Like 70 plus. Wow, those are winds. Those are real winds.
Yeah,
It's
I
not.
can see why a highway would be closed.
You're gonna fly away in those kind of winds. Accidents. Yep.
They
See,
knock
I went
over
out
the
today.
trailers.
we went and saw the horse today, and usually we would take like the expressway to get there because it's faster.
Yeah.
And I'm like, we're not touching that with a 10-foot pole because
Mm-mm.
we might not make it to the horse, or it's going to be like a 3-hour wait because every time you get on there when it's this type of weather, you're going to have idiots.
Yeah. It usually takes people around 3 days to remember how to drive in the snow and the ice.
They don't even remember that.
Yeah.
I don't know what it is, but no one knows how to drive in snow every year. It's like and then you ask them, you're like, okay, did you maybe grow up in Florida? No, I've lived in Indiana all my life. It's like, and you still don't know what you're doing?
Yeah.
Slow down.
Yeah. Slow down is number one. Like that should be number one. Yeah.
The biggest thing is like people put the 4-wheel drive on.
Mm-hmm.
And they're like, I can get through everything now. And it's like, you still can't stop.
Yeah. Or people think that because they have
stop.
Yeah, or because they have all-wheel drive, it means like they're, they can do anything. No, that's not how it works.
See, Mike is notorious for switching the 4-wheel drive on when it gets like this, like instantly.
Yeah.
I'm the one that's the daredevil. I'm like, let's see how good I can drive today. I don't use 4-wheel drive ever.
Oh
the
my
only
God.
time I put it on is if I get like I'm trying to get up a hill and it won't get the traction.
Yeah.
Other than that, I'm like, let's see how this works.
Because it had 4-wheel drive. Christopher's like, I don't care what you get as long as it has 4-wheel drive. So that's why I have the truck I have.
Well, that's why we both had the Envoys, because Mike was very adamant on the 4-wheel drive as well.
Yeah.
As long as there's no snow, it's okay. I think it decided snow was a bad word.
Yeah.
We're supposed to get snow basically all day today. I don't think it's still like raining thing now. I think it pretty much stopped, didn't it?
The last time I looked, it was calm. And I could hear it in the garage. I could hear it hitting the roof, and I don't hear it now.
Yeah. So I think it stopped now, but
yeah.
It was supposed to go until like 11 o'clock tonight.
Oh, geez.
Yeah.
Not good that you got your diving done early then.
Well, it's still like is an itch to go tonight because I don't think anyone's going out.
Well, because you said you hit that dumpster the other day, the one by the government complex, right?
No, the DG by by Klein.
Oh, that one. Okay. So I was gonna say I can't believe that you would have hit at that when I hit it earlier that morning. Okay, that one.
No.
Okay.
The Klein DG, and I got Hostess and stuff as well. Rocky.
Isn't that nice?
Yeah, I got Hostess and a few others. Like, yeah, I got a pretty decent little score out of there.
Yeah, I haven't posted my video yet. I'm going to actually post a video.
Yes, finally.
Right. Yeah, I have to pry my laptop out of my daughter's hands.
I had the bit of the blonde moment, stupid mistake of I got into the dumpster that night. And remember, that was the first of the icy storms we had.
Yeah.
So I got in, and then I got in, and I went, I gotta jump out of this, and that's nothing but ice. It's a legit. It was literally a skating rink ice.
Yeah.
I'm like, hey, Autumn, get that sweater and put it on the ground out there so I can jump onto that, because at least that'll make it not slippery.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
It worked.
Good.
So I had an idea. I think something I need to add to my diving needs in the winter is I found a welcome mat in the dumpsters. I think I need to just keep that with me because it's got the rubber grip at the bottom, and then it's something to jump onto that's not slick.
Yeah.
So when I get in on icier days, I can jump out onto that.
That's a good idea. I never would have thought of that.
Knowing me, I'll miss it.
You'll forget it.
Yep.
That's what I'm thinking is you'll forget it. You'll be like, oh, darn it.
Yeah. That's the number one question. Why don't I bring bags or totes? I'm like, because once I bring them into the house with the stuff, I never bring them back out.
Yeah. That's why I keep my dive box in the back. So I know it's always there, whatever I could need.
Scrapping together. How you doing? Great to see you. Happy New Year.
Hello. Happy New Year.
No. There's double problems here. It's once I bring it in, I usually take a day or two to go through the stuff so then it's filled so I can't bring it straight back out. And I do hit the dumpsters pretty frequently.
Yes, you do.
So that's one problem.
Yeah.
Second problem being my back hatch doesn't open on my car.
Oh, that's right. So you can
Totes
hardly get it
from
out.
in there are really challenging,
Yeah.
especially lately because this ice and stuff is
Yeah.
freezing the window as well.
Oh, geez.
So I just need to be able to get the stuff into the car somehow, some way.
Yeah.
And if I have totes sitting in the back of my hatch and I can't open it
Mm-hmm.
and get the tote out, now I can't put the stuff in because the totes are going to take up the space that would have been open
Yeah.
previously.
Yeah.
That and I like for me, I have a hard time putting a real big tote into the back. And then if I find like a big Christmas tree, now I don't have room for that Christmas tree because the tote's sitting there, even if I didn't need the tote.
Yeah. And you usually have to have your kids with you. So, yeah, they take up room. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah,
You're screwed.
there's a few
You're
reasons. And
screwed
yeah, the
either way.
blue IKEA bags. I don't go to IKEA, so I don't even know how I would get them to begin with. I don't like IKEA at all. Yeah, I'm a weird female. I don't like IKEA.
I'll give you
I'm not a fan of them.
I'll give you a couple of my IKEA bags.
But I'll probably forget them.
You would. You would.
So I'm answering that question because it's something that's asked all too often is why don't I have a tote or bags and that's why.
You're a very like free form diver.
I just throw and go.
Yeah. I mean, you kind of just go, you jump in, you jump out, you're, in and out. You're very free form, very abstract, like abstract art.
Abstract
Diver.
Well, yeah, online at eBay, but that involves me spending money. I'm also a cheapskate.
Yeah.
I am. I'm a cheapskate. I'm just being honest here.
That's all right.
I like dumpster diving for a reason. It's free.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I get to bruise myself up for free.
Yeah. I get to beat myself up and get bruises and hurt bones. And I enjoy it.
Yeah. No wonder I work on my own cars because, like, I do the same thing in the dumpsters. Like,
Yeah.
I was there right before the live. I don't know. I can't see it now. I have a big bruise, like, somewhere in this area. There it is. You got the bruise there.
Yeah.
I got this area is actually bruised and scabbed.
I mean, that
got
was
bruises all over my legs. I'm bruised up like no other.
That was just so impressive to watch you like tearing apart a car. And, Mike came in at the end and put it back together, but you could have done that yourself.
Yeah, I could have. He completely messed up my vibe.
Yeah, I mean, but to watch you do that, I'm like, holy crap, this woman is working on a car. I mean, the most I can do is like put some windshield washer fluid in there. Like I can't even, I could check the oil, but I don't. But I know,
like I'm going to the shop to have the oil checked.
Yeah, if I push the button and no windshield wiper fluid comes out, that I can do. Or usually if I run out of windshield wiper fluid, that's how I know it's time to get an oil change.
As I said, Chris is not to know what I'm able to do because then he'll call me when you guys need help.
He came home and we were going out shopping for New Year's Eve dinner, and he was like, all right, you ready to go? And I'm like, just finishing up Crystal replacing a water pump in her car. And he was like, oh, wow. I was like, yeah, wow. But he did not
Endless
say,
vlog, hello. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
Hold on one sec.
That was impressive.
You still there?
Yeah, so you yelling at dogs or children?
The dog. The kids are at my mom's house while they're in autumn, but Rocky doesn't want to be outside, doesn't want to behave when he's loose if I'm not watching him every 10 seconds. Yeah. So instead he's just sitting in his cage and he's going, and it's getting a little annoying.
Don't you just love your dogs?
I used to. And then they got to be really big pains in the butts, and I'm starting to wonder why I ever wanted 3 dogs.
Yeah.
What part of me thought that was a good idea?
Yeah. I love my dogs, but I don't know why I thought 2 was going to be okay.
Yeah, like if I could get down to 1 again, we might be okay.
I mean, the fact that I had to buy a dustbuster for my bed, that's when you know you've got problems. Like when you have to vacuum your bed before you get into it because of the dog hair and the mud from their paws, that's when you know you've got issues.
Or when you find an amazing white comforter and you think, I can't use this because I have 2 dogs.
Mm-hmm. That's why I was so happy that when I did find the white comforter, I found a duvet to go on top of it. I was like, what an amazing idea.
You see it endless. We're getting like sleety, rainy nastiness, and going out is probably not going to happen again. I kind of am tempted to hit the dumpsters again tonight, but it's probably not going to happen.
Are the stores open today? New Year's Day?
Yes, they were.
They were?
Yes, they were. Rachel's Adventures. Hello, how you doing? Great to see you, Rachel. Okay, I was gonna say, are you? I'm like Rachel's Adventures. That's not a name I've seen before, but it's got to be someone that I know because it just that's what I thought.
Hi, Rachel.
Yeah. So then you changed it so that you can kind of include a little bit more. That was my idea with our 5 adventures, but it didn't seem to work out so well.
It worked out fine. You guys do adventures, all kinds of stuff.
It's a hodgepodge of everything.
That's the whole point. They're adventures.
But yeah, I'm probably not going back out tonight. I probably am done for tonight. Maybe try to hit them in the morning because people are still probably not really going out. Of course you're still here. You're just a lurker. You're the king of lurkers, Tom. A king of lurkers. Yeah, it is disgusting out today scrapping. It's disgusting.
It is.
Like this is the part of winter I dislike.
Mm-hmm.
I can deal with snow. I can deal with normal cold. I hate when you get like rainy stuff in the winter because it freezes and it's just cold. When it's 40, even when it's 50 and you get rained on, it's cold.
Yeah.
So I like that's when it gets me cold. I don't get cold easily, but I had to take a hot bath when I got back in because I was like, I'm chilled to the bone.
Yeah.
I'm literally chilled to the bone.
Yeah.
Yeah, Gene, like today I scored decent. I can't complain about the scores, but it wasn't near what I was thinking it would be because of the rain. The stores just aren't really throwing out what I would expect them to be throwing out right now.
I'm expecting a lot of returns. Are you not?
That's what I was
it?
expecting. Someone did hit Bed Bath & Beyond last night. Now they're spray painting again and locking it again.
Oh.
They have not locked that store in probably a year.
Yeah.
And they had it locked because there was an obvious lock on the bar and both lids completely open. So someone had popped the lid. And the only reason I know they spray painted is because I could see there was a sheet set that was in there that was completely soaked in spray paint. And one other thing in there that was completely soaked in spray paint. So they had thrown stuff away and someone popped the lock, but I don't know what all they got of use because it was obviously spray painted.
Yeah.
So that kind of stinks because Bed Bath & Beyond has been a big scoring spot for me for some nice items, and they're back to locking again. And then the other, I'm blaming this on the new divers. I really am at this point because we have an influx of new divers coming in that are just being inconsiderate. They are literally just making huge messes and leaving it. They're diving in dumpsters and like, yes, stores kind of know you're diving in their dumpsters, but at the same time, you don't take your Bath and Body Works bags and then throw them into the Bed Bath & Beyond dumpster because obviously that came from someone putting it there.
I saw
then you're leaving obvious marks.
Sunday.
Yeah, you're leaving obvious marks. You're going in there because like the same person doesn't throw out every single time, so they don't know what was in there. So if they don't know what was in there, they aren't going to instantly be like, "Oh, someone was in our dumpster." But people are literally almost every time I go out lately, you find Bath and Body Works bags thrown throughout all these other dumpsters, and you're finding like the Burlington box thrown into other dumpsters, and that's just leaving your obvious mark, along with the messes that people are leaving, to where all of a sudden a dumpster that hasn't been locked in a year, has not even been spray painted in a year, is all of a sudden locked and spray painted because they're getting pissed. Joanne, I can't say that that's definitely the reasoning, but Joanne's all of a sudden there's no dumpster. They got a compactor. Dumpster's gone.
Yeah, that's just crazy.
I went around and I was there that morning and there was a dumpster because I went to the pet store. And so I went around then. And so I was out there like late, and that was that night that it was sleeting. Mm-hmm. And I'm going around, I'm like, what? Something's missing here.
Yeah. But I have to tell you that the one by me switched out to a compactor earlier in the fall.
Yeah, so it could be a Joanne's thing.
Yeah.
They could, but the one by you still has a dumpster too.
Yeah, but I don't think they're using it as much as they used to.
Yeah.
Because they used to throw a lot in the dumpster, and now there's hardly anything in there.
Yeah, I know, but it's like I think I'm blaming some of these changes that are occurring as being these dumpster divers coming in and showing the obvious sign that they've been there.
Yeah.
They're being inconsiderate and leaving messes.
Yeah.
Most workers don't necessarily care that you're going in the dumpsters, but if they come out and they have to clean a huge mess every time they come out, they're going to get pissed.
Yeah.
PetSmart today, when I hit there, I would have had a nice score out of there, but they literally sliced every bag, dumped it on top of that. They cut the cords on everything that had cords. Like, they broke apart things and threw the pieces all over the dumpster.
Oh my gosh.
So you had to really dig to find the stuff if you wanted to try to put it back together.
Yeah.
So there's signs of them getting pissed off about what's going on.
Yeah.
There's signs. Bath and Body Works is souping worse than they had been. Like, we found like literally 3-4 bags, and I'm thinking a dump pick or something. He found like 1,000 bottles of soap the other day from Bath and Body Works. Like, literally, he pulled 500 down. He showed pictures of like probably 4 more full bags of these things.
Is he from here?
No, he's in another area.
Oh, okay.
But we found bags recently, like about maybe 2 or 3 weeks ago, of soap. I don't know which brand or which flavor it was, but they were all completely empty, and they'd souped every one of them. They had to have dumped at least, when we found it, there were probably 4 full bags of soap containers. So they had to have dumped at least 400 or 500 things of soap.
Wow.
Usually they would get lazy if there was that much.
Yeah.
So they're getting pissed.
Yeah.
Sarah Barker, Happy New Year's. Thank you for coming in. I hope 2021 is safe and blessed for you as well.
And hi, Ariel.
The internet helps cause and effect. Yeah, we've got a lot more divers coming out. And Ariel, happy New Year as well. Like, we have a lot more divers coming out, so that's kind of rough. That makes it a lot harder to find stuff.
I had a girl from high school message me on Facebook and say, when are we going to go out diving? I need a driver. And I was like, what?
Not happening today, ma'am.
Yeah, I'm like, I don't think I want to do that. I'm more of either a Lone Star diver or with Crystal diver.
You're like, I'm not your getaway escape.
Yeah, I'm done teaching people how to dive now. I did my one and done. She's doing great. Her name is Crystal. She's got, solid material. I'm good.
That's what it sounds like. I need a getaway driver. Can you drive for me?
Yeah, and then I'm thinking, why can't you drive?
No. If I can't get Sue-Ann to go out with me diving 98% of the time, yeah. I don't think someone else is going to get that. But there's a local group on Facebook that's all Indiana dumpster divers.
Yeah.
And they, I was just scrolling my Facebook, and it, like, one of the streams or chats popped up. And I'm like, someone was like, I'm still looking for my diving partner. And everyone's like, I am too. I'm in CP. I'm in CP. I'm like, what the hell? Like, there were like 4 in Crown Point, which is like our diving vicinity. That's where we mainly dive. And one comment all of a sudden, what?
Was her name Joyce?
I think there was one Joyce there.
Yeah.
But there was one, she comments and she goes, I'm in. Let's all meet up and hit Highland. And I'm like, I know that person. It's one of the people I know too. It's one of the ones I know. And I'm like, and she doesn't, like, most of my friends don't know I dive.
Yeah.
I don't really put it out there. I don't really openly tell people. Most of my family and friends are not on my YouTube channel because, yes, there's a lot that know I dive, but at the same time, there's too many people that have judgments, and I don't feel like dealing with it.
Yeah.
They find my channel, good thing, fine,
Yes.
wonderful. I don't need to tell them.
Yeah, I don't know how this girl knows that I dive.
Manuela, yes, and I think it does have something to do with need. I think it does have something to do with need. There is definitely a much higher rise in need lately. So I would believe that. Diving with purpose. How you doing, lovely Cynthia? Do you want to join us?
You want to come up and play?
You're welcome to come play. Yeah, and that's it. I think like there's that catch-22 here. It'd be a lie if I went, I don't care if you go out and dive because obviously you hit the fines. It's not that I need the stuff necessarily. It's the content loss. For me, it's the content loss. That's why I don't like I like going out, like me and NWI go out or me and TC go out, and we will split the stuff. That's fine. But it's the content loss.
Mm-hmm.
I wouldn't care though if people are going out because honestly, I spent all day yesterday decluttering my downstairs and posting dive finds for free and getting rid of stuff because I just had too much and I needed to move things. My husband was like, there's going to be a divorce in your future if this doesn't get cleaned. I'm like, no, there's not because it's getting cleaned. But, so yeah, I don't mind people diving. It's just don't mess it over for all of us. Put your shirt on. Yeah,
Cynthia,
put your shirt on.
Yeah, Cynthia was visiting us naked. Ooh.
Happy New Year, Paisley. How you doing? Great to see you.
Hi.
But no, it's like I don't mind if you come out and dive or more people join up and start diving. It's less for me to bring home, which is kind of a good thing. It's just if you're going to do it, clean up your mess, be considerate. Don't maybe there should be a video put out of the rules of dumpster diving in a sense, like our unspoken rules that we all have.
The etiquette of it.
Yeah, the etiquette. You don't pop locks. You don't make a mess. You clean up the mess and leave it cleaner than when you got there. Because sometimes you show up and there's a mess on the ground. Clean it up. Unless it's impossible to clean it up. Another thing, you see someone out diving, that's their space. That's their bubble.
Like the guy who jumped in the bin with you? Like the guy who literally jumped in the dumpster with you the other day.
Yeah. You just you stay out of that bubble. If someone's already diving the dumpster, leave them alone.
Personal space.
You can go in there after we leave. A lot of times divers don't take everything, but newer divers don't realize that a space is yours. It's your space. Like, and it's not that you're possessive of this stuff either. But you have to figure a lot of times when we're out diving, we're by ourselves. We're kind of off guard. We're not fully paying attention. And we don't want some random person just coming up behind us. We're left in a vulnerable position. It's just asking for trouble.
Yeah.
Gil, what's up?
Hi,
Clean that mess. Clean your mess up, Gil.
Hi.
Glad you enjoyed it, Sarah.
My hands are
getting... Are you on Insta? Yeah, you're on Insta.
Hey, Rattletrap
Fishing, how you doing? Great to see you. Can you get on your Instagram and get the StreamYards? I don't even know if you can post StreamYards into the chat anymore because one day it was working, another day it wasn't. It's so off and on. I'm going to post it into your Instagram, Cynthia, so you can just click that. But no, it's just really, if you're already in the dumpster, I guess the etiquette really should be posted. I think the etiquette really should be posted.
You should do a video on
that might be a video because there's new people coming out diving because they're seeing us diving. Some of it's need, some of it's they see people pull, like they see these videos and they're like, wow, look what you can get out of the dumpster. So then they go out and they try it.
Yeah.
But new divers at least need to know what the etiquette so that it doesn't mess over everyone.
Yeah.
Because you've made these messes.
I taught you the etiquette and now you can teach everyone else the etiquette.
You could do the video. But it's just if you make a huge mess and you do all this stuff and you're destroying property and you're doing it causes the stores to start locking dumpsters. It causes the stores to start destroying property. Yeah. Most stores will just throw it away and that it's done. You start making them angry, then it's going to get destroyed. Exactly, Janet Ernest. That's exactly it. They should pull, like, they should not come into your space until you're done.
No. I
Or at
mean,
least say, hey, do you care if I join you? And then maybe
what
it's
if,
okay, but don't just.
yeah. I mean, what if you had a knife on you or you were carrying a gun? And like you said, when we're dumpster diving, we're focused on that. It's hard enough to be focused on what you're diving for and have your head on a swivel for what's going on around you. And then
Mhm.
someone comes and hops in a dumpster with you. God forbid you had a weapon. I mean, that could have really gone bad. I mean, that's just terrifying.
Uh, when they do give them the camera and say, hold this, there, that's an idea. Yeah, it's hard because, like, they're like, you missed stuff. Like, did you not see that? And it's like, yeah, when you're diving, you are so engrossed in that moment.
Yeah.
You don't even notice stuff that you're looking straight at. You can pick it up and look at it, and you're like, garbage. And then you get back home and you start editing, and you're like, why did I put that back?
Yeah. Yeah.
You don't know how many times I've edited a video and I went, wow, I think I left the best find in the dumpster.
Mm-hmm.
It's gone now.
Yeah. One of your top 10 for the year videos, I was watching it and I was like, it was, I think, the Belvitas and the Big Lots. I'm like, she threw those to the side. Those are good.
I got chastised so many times about those damn Velvetas. I had at least 4 or 5 people comment like, you know, Belvitas are really good. You left the Belvitas. Why did you leave the Belvitas? I didn't even realize I had them.
Yeah.
Honestly, I didn't even realize it. It didn't register until I got home. I
Mm-hmm.
started editing that video and I went, I left that.
Yeah. You did. I was like, how could she throw the Belvitas to the side?
You're not the first one to say something to me about it.
That's
Like,
funny.
it's just, yeah, and that's the same thing with, like, I know I'm trying to improve the recording aspect with using the GoPro and stuff, so there's a little less movement. Obviously, the camera's on me, so there's still going to be movement. But yeah, it's just, yeah, you're sitting there trying to record with a phone. Sometimes you're like, oh, whoop, squirrel. Wait, I was supposed to keep the phone there. And that's pretty
Yeah.
much what you do too. You're hearing noise and you're just like, the stupid compactors.
Yeah. Yes.
Those stupid
God,
compactors.
that compactor at Bed Bath and Beyond, man, I've almost peed myself so many times with that thing. Oh, because you're like, and it's like, it's after hours. Like there's nobody in the
Yeah.
store. Why is that compactor turning on?
Oh, it's, yeah. I was, when I was climbing into the dumpster for that one of the top 10, and I'm climbing in Belvita, the Belvita, those cookies, not
The
Belvita,
little breakfast
Belvita.
cookies. They're so good,
Um,
especially the
when I
blueberry.
was climbing in the dumpster that day, I was like, "Ooh, look at the awesome stuff!" And I started climbing in, and that thing turned out. I was like,
Yeah.
and that's right before I started recording. That's literally what I did because I went out. I'm like, I'm caught.
Yeah. It scares the crap out of me. And Kylie and I went out last Sunday, and all she had to do was hold a flashlight for me. That thing came on, and she about ran back to the car.
The flashlight got thrown right at your head.
Yeah, I'm like, she dropped the flashlight, and I'm like, was that Daddy's flashlight? She's like, it's okay, and I'm like, oh my god, Kylie, it's just a compactor. I should have warned her. Granted, I should have warned her, but yeah,
Even if
it
you're
scared the
warned, you
heck out
still
of her.
get it. You still
Yeah.
get it. Ralph Morick, Happy New Year. How you doing, bud?
Hi.
See, Ralph Morick does some pretty awesome, like, metal repurposing. If anyone's
Yes.
into that kind of stuff, like, he does some pretty awesome metal repurposing, aluminum, aluminium, I guess, right?
Aluminium.
Copper, all that. He actually repurposes it, which is pretty amazing to see. He made a really awesome sign for Gill Skills. That was pretty amazing.
Yeah. Hey,
Paul
Paul.
Widener, Happy New Year's. But yeah, we got some dumpster divers in here. We got some fishers, and we got a hodgepodge of everyone.
We do. Got a nice crowd.
Aluminium. Yes, I know. I'm going to say it your way because it's the right way, I guess. But I think people would look at me like I'm completely on drugs if I said it that way here.
I got some like rice cake crisp things the other day in the dumpster, and I was like, ooh, there's some caramel ones. And I'm like, I'm going to see if it's spelt like caramel or caramel.
Caramel, caramel.
Yeah, it was spelled
WP,
like
how you doing,
caramel.
Cynthia?
Hi, sweetie.
Hey,
How
I
are
was
you?
having technical issues.
I was
Oh,
there, I'm like, she sees it. She's not here yet, but she sees it.
I couldn't figure it out because I'm used to using my laptop when I do it. And so I'm like, on my phone, I've never done it before. Like, did StreamYards on my, yeah, I don't know. It was confusing.
it is confusing this way. You're
It's
not the only one.
Yeah,
Yeah,
It's
different.
confusing
because
that
it
I
kept
am
saying I didn't
live.
have my microphone ready. And I'm like, I don't know what to do.
Yeah.
It's confusing that I am live in the early afternoon hours and not at 11 o'clock at night.
Mm-hmm.
That is true. What are you doing up?
I had made the decision I would go live on this channel today, as well as probably on R5 Adventures today. I'm going to let you guys entertain for seconds. I'm going to let this dog out because I think he might have to go to the bathroom, and he's going to, like, I'm going to not be a happy camper if I don't let him out.
Oh,
And when I come back, Gil, if you want to join, I can send you the link.
we could have a nice little foursome going.
Uh-oh. Never
So
had
how
that
was your
before.
New Year's?
Going well. I actually getting ready to start a new channel, and so that's what I was working on.
Oh,
And so yeah, it's kind of like top secret. I hadn't said what it is yet. I just said there's a new channel coming for the new year. So that's why I
cool.
had that clothes on. So I had to change from that clothes.
Okay.
They'll be like, oh, I know what her show is about.
No, I don't. But now I'm really super confused.
Uh-oh.
Am I gonna be? How am I
Well,
gonna find
what I
it?
had on makes it obvious what my new channel will be.
Oh, okay. Oh, now I have an idea. Okay. I won't
And
say
hello
it.
to everybody. I have to look on my, for some reason, maybe I can see on my phone. Let me see if I can
No,
do chat.
don't do it. I do it
Oh,
on my
no.
iPad. Yeah, I
Uh-oh.
watch the comments
Okay,
on my
okay.
iPad.
I'm looking on my laptop. So,
When I'm
hello,
looking
Sarah.
down, yeah, when I'm looking down, I'm looking at my iPad.
Okay. Happy New Year, Paula and Sarah and Hey Gil and everybody else. I'm looking over there to see. I could just hold my laptop.
Cynthia did hit a really nice score the other day. Well, I don't know what day.
Yeah. I
So-
saw,
And-
I just
and
saw
because-
the notification.
Oh, you just got it?
Well, when I was searching for crystals things for today, I was flipping through the notifications and I'm like, oh, Cynthia's got a new one. So I got to go back and watch it.
Yeah, I got
Good.
two that been recently.
Oh,
So-
okay.
So are your
Mhm.
uploads real time, Cynthia, or are your uploads a stockpile?
No, actually now it's gonna be kind of real time because I went to the dumpsters and it was like nothing.
Oh,
And then I went again and it's nothing. I'm like, this Christmas and New Year threw it off, and I'm like, well, when are they gonna throw off? And I'm like, your dumpsters is empty. Put some stuff in it. So
You're
I'm
supposed
thinking
to
this
throw
next
away
week it should be some stuff.
non-garbage.
Huh?
You're supposed to throw away non-garbage.
Mhm.
Right. Well, they haven't even threw out garbage, and I'm like, especially Aldi's. I'm like, come on now, throw out them hams and ribs and steaks.
See, my Aldi's has been kind of a bust lately. The dollar stores have been good to me lately. Bed
Mhm.
Bath and Beyond has been really good until now they're locking it again. Yay.
It's
And
just-
Bath and Body or not Big Lots has been good to me. Bath and Body Works was really good for me for a while there until like we got this influx of divers. And
Oh yeah.
but if you, the thing is, you can figure out the schedule of Bath and Body Works. If you're smart, they kind of. I think all the stores have like a schedule they throw out on, especially Bath and Body Works. And I figured
Okay.
out their schedule, and that's why I was scoring so good because I was getting there right as they were throwing the stuff out. Like I knew when they were going to throw it out, pretty much. And then all of a sudden we had
Right.
this influx of divers hit, and I'm like, well, there went my score.
Yeah, I tried to do some night diving, And it is so many night divers out there. Every dump site I went, I was like, well, somebody at that one. Well, somewhere I'm like, oh no, I'm gonna stick to my day diving because nobody wants to come out in the daytime.
Yeah.
So I'll stick with day diving. I don't have to
day,
worry about competition.
Yeah, absolutely. And if you're comfortable doing it in the day, stick with what you're comfortable with.
Yeah. I used to be a night diver, but now I can't. My eyes can't focus good at nighttime.
Yeah, I do a little bit of everything. It just depends. I do a lot of. There we go. I was wondering, I'm like, is anyone in? Is the chat not working? Because it wasn't moving. I know. I was doing a lot of like 5, 6 o'clock at night, and it was working amazing for almost 2 months there. It was doing amazing for me. And then all of a sudden, like these new divers came out of the woodwork, and they all started hitting at like 3 o'clock in the afternoon, 8 a.m., 6 o'clock at night. Didn't matter what time I went, there was a diver I was going to run into. And then I went into the other state. I went across the border. And I ran into the same flipping divers. Mind you, this is a good 30-minute drive across the border that I went. Yeah. I ran into the same flipping divers. I'm like, are you kidding me?
Yeah.
Yeah, I've noticed that a lot of dumpster divers have had to go into other towns and other cities to try to get some stuff because, yeah, it is like the trend, and because people are not working, and so they're sitting home watching more YouTube and like, what is this dumpster diving stuff? You know, yeah. So I mean, it's good in the way they're watching our videos, but bad that they're getting there before us. You're like, oh man.
Can you just stay home and watch our videos, please?
Yeah. Right, just watch what I get for you.
Like the downfall too is like before, at least for the most part, all of like last year, like before when everyone was working, if you went out before 3 o'clock, no one else was out. You might have the one here, one there, the couple that stayed home that did dive. But you usually didn't run into anyone. But now so many people aren't working that they're able to go out before they get off work. So they might have been diving before, but they were coming out after you are with them. So now you go out there at 3 o'clock and there's these people at the dumpsters already. And it's like, dang it. Okay.
Right.
So like,
I know.
If I go out at 3 and I find someone at the dumpsters, I might still kind of look through just to make sure that they didn't miss stuff because they do. But if I don't score, I'm like, okay, I'll go out around 6 when they close. And then bring out the night garbage because I'm like maybe 5 minutes from the dumpsters when I go to Taekwondo with my daughter. So I'm like, I'll just take the trip over there and check them out. And then I started showing up at 6 and I'm like, what the hell is this? Because then there's another diver. And I'm like, yeah, well, that didn't work either.
Well, I get so much slack because they're like, you leave so much food in there. And I'm like, I mean, a lot of people haven't watched the beginning of my video saying, okay, I moved, I downsized, I got rid of my deep freezer. I have like this little small freezer, you know, at the top of my refrigerator. And I'm like, it's small. What am I going to do with all that stuff? And right now, they're not accepting any donations anywhere. Like when I say donating, I'm having to physically take it to the homeless or find someone to take it. There's no place to put, you know, go and put the stuff up.
Yeah.
Those little pantries are amazing. Faith Duchess, hello.
Yeah,
how you doing?
We don't have one. I don't have one next to me.
Yeah, we've got one like close, which is awesome. But no, that's the problem too. Is like there's like I that's another video that needs to be done. I think for new divers is like the tips and tricks. And one of the biggest things I can say to any new diver is find your donation zones because you're not going to be able to keep all this stuff. And at some point, you're not going to be able to take this stuff because you have nowhere to put it. So find your donation places.
Cynthia, you should start a little blessing box.
I have to get permission from the city and go through all that. And then, you know, and then when that'll be my responsibility to take care of it.
Your church wouldn't let you put one up?
No, I think they would have to have
control of
permission to just put like they have a pantry, and a lot of times, you know, the church pantry that they go through, But as for just being able, I mean, right now in the area, they're just not accepting donations. And
Yeah.
like, if you even go take the stuff to Goodwill, they're tossing it in their dumpster in the
Mhm.
back or the compactor. They're not
Mhm.
even taking that stuff in.
Yeah.
So
And yeah,
I'm like,
Faith,
I'm not
yeah.
going to pile myself up with a lot of stuff I can't get rid of.
And
Yeah.
Faith, yeah, it's crazy. I think everyone is experiencing an influx of new divers. And I think I think a lot of it has to do with people losing income. People just
Mhm.
they need more help. So they're seeing these YouTube channels, they're seeing what we can find, they're seeing there's money that can be made, there's free stuff you can get that you need or want,
Yeah.
or
Yeah.
can for food and all that. So they're going out there and they're looking.
Mhm.
And like the thing is, there's like obviously you can tell when you run into a diver that's in it because of profit, or in it because they're trying to save the landfills, or in it because they need help with food. Because you'll be right behind a diver and they'll grab like all the big items, and then you'll go up to the dumpster and there's a whole bottom of the dumpster filled with food or like cheaper
Mhm.
items, and it's like they're in it for profit and that's it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Now, a lot
And
of
it
times when,
is what it is.
honestly, when I go to Aldi's, I'm more looking for the merchandise. You know,
Yeah,
yes, I'll get some food if it's something I need, like some onions or something else. But
yeah.
mostly, I'm going for the merchandise because they have some cool stuff, and I'm like, I want to get the merchandise. I can
Yeah.
resell it.
I'm the same with Aldi's, especially because Aldi's. It's always brand new items. They clear it off the shelf when it doesn't sell.
Yeah.
They throw it away. So it's usually not like a
Hmm.
risk of it not working. 99% of the time,
Right.
Aldi's merchandise works. And
Yes.
I haven't found any big items this year really out of Aldi's. It's just been kind of dead. Last year, this time, I was
Really.
killing it out of the dumpsters at Aldi's.
Yeah.
So I don't know. Like Big Lots, I like finding. I honestly, as funny as it sounds, I prefer finding the food items out of Big Lots because Big Lots 90% of the time it's returns, and a lot of times it doesn't work.
Hmm.
Yeah.
See,
And
the Big
so I
Lots that's
find
close to
more
me.
value in the food items out of Big Lots.
Right. The big lock's close to me has a lock on there, but I see people that pry it open because when I pass by, it's open. I'm like, I'm not messing with it because I know that it's usually locked, and I'm like, no. But I'm sure it'd be some good stuff in there. And my
Yeah,
Burlingtons that I got a little chance to get into when they changed their dumpster. Now they have a sticker. It's just a sticker, but it is says no trespassing. So I'm
Yeah.
like, oh, can't somebody peel that sticker off by now? And I'm like,
well,
nope,
that's
it's
what
still
happened in
on there.
Ulta. Ulta, and I'm not a huge fan of diving at Ulta. I really am not. It's always souped. It's always destroyed. It's just a lot of stuff that I can't necessarily use, and you can't really
Hmm.
give it to anyone because it's been up or messed up. So it's just I don't know
Yeah.
what. Like, I haven't found that great outlet for the Ulta stuff, but it's like they I was in there the one day and I did find like soap, shampoo or something they had thrown away, and I would have taken that gladly. And they came out as I was
Mhm.
pulling the bag out, and they're like, put that back. It's no trespassing. I'm like, I'm looking at them and I'm looking at the dumpster. Like, did I miss something? And there's no trespassing. And well, the next time I show up, they have a sticker on it of no trespassing. That sticker lasted all of 2 days. Then like 2 days later, I go out there and that sticker was gone. And I'm
Yep.
like, well, it's no
Really?
longer
Well, I need
trespassing.
that person to come down here and take this sticker off over here.
Yeah. And and a lot of it is it's like the joy of the hunt. The hunt is so much fun to go out there and see what you're gonna find. And it does. It saves a lot of money. Like it really does. Like I don't buy snacks anymore. I find them in the
I don't
dumpster.
even go in. It's rare for me to go in the grocery store. I'm like, I don't even know what it feels like to be inside the store. I'm always outside in the back of it, and I'm like, I don't even know what's going on in stores.
Mhm.
And yeah, it's just I enjoy the hunt, but yeah, it's nice being able to donate and help people out that just they need the help. And it's nice to I had a couple finds, like I said, it's just it kind of happens when needed. Like when I found that quilt right before Christmas, I'm like, I just
Hmm.
got contacted about the 12 and 9-year-old that needed Christmas gifts and needed food and needed all this stuff. And I was like, I got food items at home I can put together. I just found this quilt. Someone else had a American Girl doll they donated for the 9-year-old. So they had some gifts then. I'm like, this is perfect.
Yeah.
Speaking
That was
speaking of
perfect
that, it's
timing.
actually actually, it was a lady today. She helps with different homeless ministries, and she posted out on Facebook this morning. I happened to pick it up because I'm rarely on Facebook, and seeing that she had put it that she needed some clothes for a guy. It was a homeless guy, and his duffel bag got stolen, which had his clothes and stuff and his snacks in. And
Oh.
so she put out that, hey, if you got any men clothes, this size or whatever, I'm like, yes, I do, with tags on it. And
And
so
it's
I was able
you.
to, right. I'm like, things is $25 jackets and everything. I'm like, I put a box together, put snacks together that I had, and took it to her. She's like, thank you so much. But that's the kind of thing I love, when you're able to donate and give, and you have it, and it's not hurting you to be able to give. You're not taking from your own family, and you're
Yeah.
still able to give. And that feeling of, to start my new year off being able to just donate and give to someone in need, that made my day.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've just I was and Sarah Barker, thank you for being here. We appreciate you. I know I can speak for Cynthia, Sue Ann, for all of us. We appreciate you being here, watching us, and just supporting us. Like,
Yes, thank you, Sarah.
we enjoy you being here. We enjoy you watching
Thank
and
you,
leaving
Jean.
comments. But I just
I have to look over here and read comments.
I went on mass declutter stage yesterday in my downstairs, and it's like I'm in a Mary David, hello, how you doing? Happy New Year. I'm in a like a helping hands group for my area, and I'm posting like every 10 seconds. I had another post going up, and finally I put up a post. I go, sorry guys in advance, but I'm doing a mass declutter. Just keep an eye out. You might find something you need.
Right. Well, they have a and I think Angie, the one that told me about it, is called oh, what is it called? Nobody. No, not Nobody Perfect. My daughter over here, nobody's perfect. That's true. It's called Nobody Sells or something. I have to look it up what it was called. But pretty much, you just post whatever things that you have that you want to give away free. You can't sell anything on the website, and it's all just free stuff. And it has been incredible, the things people post and be like, hey, I don't want to send it to Goodwill. Let me post it up there, and I'm still looking for my couch. I haven't seen a couch come across here yet.
Thank you,
When it
Jean.
do, I'll be like, man, I need it.
I have to say we're missing Frugal Family up here, and I could even say Gil, even though he's not necessarily in the dumpster diving. But we had Frugal Family and Gil up here, we'd have the perfect panel going.
We would. Thank you, Jean. That's very sweet.
I keep on trying to get another collab going with Julie to do another live, but life has gotten in the way. We'll just put it that way.
It's a busy time of year.
Yeah,
It is.
life has not worked out in our favor, so hopefully soon.
Yeah.
Hopefully soon.
Yeah.
But no, it's we've got a couple of those free groups like that where you can post the stuff, and I post on there a lot. We also have another one that got started when this whole quarantine started. That's just NWI quarantine community, and that's where people post needs, wants, anything to do with like, hey, I'm out of formula for my baby. Hey, I can't make my rent. Is there anyone that can help or places to go to? So there's outlets, and then people post free stuff in there. So I posted like a crap ton of stuff in there yesterday. I just took everything that didn't go from my local area because I tried to help my town itself first. Because I'm kind of known as the town, you know what, because of the school issues. So I'm like, let's make my name a little better. Now everyone's like, we love you. You're amazing. And I'm like, yeah, you didn't say that a week ago. But
you dissed the school and the whole town was pissed at you.
because I literally I said what happened. I told people what happened. I said what the school did to my kids, and people didn't like that I was negative about the school because they're like, you're making others run away from the school, and we need the tax money from that. Like, well, maybe we should improve. Grab it fast. Happy New Year.
Hey, Brandon.
Hi, Grab It. Happy New Year.
But no, I do that, and then I post into that NWI quarantine community, and that's just there's a lot of families in there that are struggling because of COVID. So like I posted like outfits and clothes that were brand new. I found I had the coffee pot that was brand new. I had all kinds of things that were all brand new things in there.
Yeah. Sorry, I'm having a side chat with my oldest came over, and so
Ooh.
yeah, I'm excited she came over, come spend some time with us.
That's sweet.
Yeah, so
Barker,
she want to do an inspiration board. Huh?
You have an amazing night, Sarah. Thank you for hanging out. Thank you for being here. Like I said,
Bye,
I can speak for
Sarah.
all of us.
Bye. Happy New Year.
Bye,
We
Sarah.
appreciate you guys.
Where's my scissors?
But no, it's yeah. You find, and that's one of the things I said. Crab catcher, dumpster diver, I think it is a new diver.
Her name is Karen. I found out her name is Karen.
I heard it, but I wasn't like. I was talking to Mike when you asked the name, and I was like, "What did she say?" And I couldn't listen because I'm like, Mike, Cynthia, Mike, Cynthia.
Karen. I'm like, yes. Now I know her name because I was like, I don't want to keep calling her crab catcher.
Yeah.
It doesn't sound very appropriate, but it is a catchy name.
It's catchy.
No, here.
Newer diver. As I went over and checked out her channel, I'm like, oh, she's only got like 20 subscribers and like 4 videos, and like I told her, I'm like, here's my number one tip to you as a new diver: find your donation places. Find where you can bring food. Find who will take your craft items you find. Find where you can dump off any like clothes that you're not going to keep, whether it's got tags or no tags, because some places are picky. If it doesn't have a tag, they're not going to take it. So I'm like, that is the number one tip I can give to every dumpster diver. Like, learn your area, learn the rules kind of in behind it, but know where to dump, where you're going to donate. Just learn your donations.
Mm-hmm. It looks like definitely. She's got a rat terrier.
Petite fireball.
It looks like she's got a rat terrier. That was the kind of dog we had before our 2 idiot dogs.
Ah.
Hey, Petite Fireball. Good to see you.
She's been scoring big on her. I'm like, oh yeah, she's gonna have to find a donation place soon because it's gonna overwhelm her.
Yes, you need to have those donation spots set up. Like if you're gonna dumpster dive, yeah, at first it's like, look what I found, and I got this and I got that, and it's like so great. You're keeping it all, you're all excited, and then all of a sudden you're like, I got 50 candles, and I just found another 20. What am I gonna do with these? I 50 candles is gonna last me 6 years already.
Then you end up with a garage that looks like mine.
Or the holiday cards. You're like, I got enough Christmas cards for the rest of my lifetime, and I just found another whole bag of them. What do I do now?
Yeah.
I know.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I'm still using ones from the year before.
Happy New Year.
Hey,
I think that's how you spell her whole name. I don't know if Catcher is spelled with a K, but it's KRABB.
It's spelled with a K.
Okay, so Catcher spelled with a K.
Yeah. I just went and subscribed to her. And it looks
like I went over
and
subscribed. I checked out a little bit, but I didn't like watch too much yesterday because my goal yesterday was to get it so I could walk through my downstairs again.
Yeah. My path.
That's a good goal to have.
My path that I had made in my garage is quickly getting smaller and smaller and smaller.
I had told myself when Christmas comes, oh, Ellie,
thank you.
Awesome.
Noise makers like Julie, thank you.
That's so sweet.
Thank you.
That is awesome.
I wasn't expecting that at all.
That's so sweet.
I'm like, Tom? No, that's not Tom. Tom's usually the one that catches me off guard, okay?
That's so
Where
sweet.
is Tom? He haven't even been in here, have he?
Hey, lurker, come on out.
He's lurking.
Hello to all the lurkers. I forgot.
This emote is in the memberships because he makes me have that emote. He needs his lurk emote.
Mm-hmm.
There, yep.
There's Tom.
Yes, 2020 has been born in the dumpster. The newest dumpster fire is the one that has 2020 in it, so just stay away from it.
Yeah, leave it there. No diving in the 2020 dumpster. Just leave it.
Thank you so much, Ellie. I
bring that back.
No.
Like, I was just excited to see you show up in the chat because I always see you in Julie's. So I was like, look, we got Petite Fireball here.
I was excited because I love her. I love her videos. She's so sweet and funny. Yeah, and that's very generous. It's very sweet.
Yeah.
Yeah, all of my dumpster stuff comes downstairs, and like the one half of the downstairs is kind of like the storage area, and it's in order when I do good, but the last couple yeah, I haven't been so good the last couple weeks. I'm like, oh, we'll take care of that later. So I got some totes or some boxes from Burlington. And I knew there were certain things in there. There were some gel pens, which I was like, oh, that's cool. My daughter's like all excited about that. And I found like these 2 frozen pillows that were brand new that they had.
Wait. Did you see that Manuela just posted that there's a little pantry world map?
I hadn't read that yet. That is awesome. Because I found the one close to me.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's something that all divers should know about. The little pantry, some people are like, I've never heard of that before. They're amazing.
Oh my, I cannot wait to look that up. Thank you so much, Manuela. Now go ahead and finish your story. I'm sorry.
But
yeah, that's why I found out mine was 45 minutes away from me, and I was just like, yeah.
That's too far.
Yeah,
I know.
Unless you're already over
like,
there
I can't drive out an hour to get there.
Yeah.
I'm guessing if you look up maybe in Google, like Little Pantry World Map, it might pop it up.
Yeah.
Oh, Manuela is going to send me the link. Yes, she's got my email. She'll send me the link. I'll post it on my community tab.
Okay, that's great.
So, since she's got the email, she'll send it in the email. I will post it on the community tab. So you guys can click on it, save it, whatever you want to do with it.
Explain
and I was going to tell you, Kristen,
pantry is.
I was gonna tell you, thank you for posting about that recall, because I had seen that the other day and I had screenshotted and everything, and I hadn't got it put up, and I'm like, yes, Crystal got it up there. I was like, I had a screenshot and everything, and I'm just like, time went away, but I'm glad you own it.
I was so mad because I always post the recalls. I try to look them up and keep on top of them. Like every couple days I look up to see if there's any recalls. Yeah. I literally looked up that day and did not find anything. So I was like, okay, there's no recalls. And all of a sudden on the video I posted yesterday, Bonnie Thyssen, she goes, there's a recall on pet food. I'm like, I just looked today. Like, did they just do it? No, it was up the day before, but for some reason it didn't show up when I looked. So I looked it up and I'm like, okay, I got to put a fast video up because that's kind of a necessity, especially considering that one has already killed about 28 dogs at this point.
Oh my God.
So what store is where is that at? Is it at the pet stores or is it at regular?
I'm thinking, to me, it sounds like a Southern store type thing, like more like a Tennessee or something. Sport Mix. I've never seen,
because I haven't seen it here, and I was like, I've never seen that brand, but.
Oh, and thank God, Jean said that saved a friend's dog, by the way. So someone that Jean knows was buying that food.
That's amazing.
Yeah, there's dog food and cat food. Yeah, there's 2 different dog foods and 2 different cat food, 2 different sizes. But I just did it. I'm like, normally I do like the picture slideshow and I talk through it. But I'm like, I got to do this fast. I'm going to put it up tonight because I don't want to wait because otherwise I would have thrown it up today. But I'm like, I want to put it up today because it has to go up as soon as possible. So I'm like, you know what? Right. Shorts have a better. And okay, sorry if anyone does not like shorts because they're less than a minute. They're kind of annoying to me. They are to me as well. But shorts have the potential of going into the shorts reel, which hits a lot more people. So it helps like advertise your channel, but as well with something like that, it gets into that shorts reel. People that normally wouldn't be looking for dumpster diving are going to hopefully see it. So hopefully it saves more dogs in the end. Yeah. Some like it works doing it that way.
But I was confused because they have certain the pounds on it. I'm like, what does it matter if it's a certain, the weight on there? I was seeing it was just different ones. I'm like, why can't they just say all the products instead of somebody saying, okay, is that a 30-pound one? Is that a
yeah. I don't know. And your turtles eat dog food. Well, I'm glad that your turtles didn't get it either. Yeah, it saves dogs, cats, turtles, heck, even raccoons and all that. If people, because there's people that will buy a food and throw it out for the raccoons.
And toss it out. Mm-hmm.
So it saves a lot of animals. Yeah. But I'll continue my story now. With the Burlington boxes, I knew I got those 2 Frozen pillows that were really cute. Like they were like that the horse from Frozen on it, and it said "Believe" or something, and then it had the sequence on the back. And I gave Haley and Autumn each took one, and I knew those things were in that box. Well, I'm going through the box yesterday to empty it out to actually put things away, what was left in it, and I'm like, I didn't know I had polo pants. There are 2 pairs of polo pants with tags on them.
Oh my gosh!
What? I'm like, I didn't know those were in there. Well, I have a size 18 pair of polo pants that need to find a home. The other ones fit Haley. That kid, every time I find clothes, it always fits Haley.
Size 18 might be my house.
Uh-oh. It must be my phone. Uh-oh.
Hey, if it fits someone in your house, then great.
Yeah, because Kendall, well, I'm kind of a size 18, but Kendall too.
There, and I don't know if the link posted, because Manuela's not a mod, it won't show for everyone else, but that's the link to the free pantry or like place to find the map. I will still put it in the community tab as well.
Thank you.
I will still put it in the community tab because yeah, it's kind of a pain to try to go now, or if you're in the
busy.
You're kind of busy.
Kind of busy right now.
I will actually post it right now. Well, I put it over there. I'm gonna, as you guys cover me, I'll go ahead and put it.
She's so very multi-talented. She's a good task keeper.
Cover me.
Huh?
I said my volume went down. I had a call come through, and it made my volume go down.
Oh.
Okay, so it's in the chat, but it is also on my community tab now as well.
The only person who ever calls me is Crystal, so I know that'll never happen while I'm on a live.
My kids are probably calling me from upstairs.
I call her and she's like, can't talk right now, but you texted me, you can talk. Okay, you can't talk for the next 10 minutes, okay?
Yeah, sometimes I just can't talk.
Well, I'm gonna get on off of here if I can check and see who that was that called. But I hope y'all are having a wonderful New Year's.
So far, so good.
I'm glad. I'm glad that you were able to come up and hang out
and put on a new shirt.
New Year as well, Cynthia.
When is your new channel going to launch? Do you think, Cynthia?
It'd probably be the middle of January, but I'll announce it before then. I'm trying to get a couple videos where I won't be behind when I first start. So
another very good tip for a new channel creator is have some videos ready to go because well, I'm going to say this came from Cynthia. I learned this tip from Cynthia and I've kind of followed it to the T, and that's why the channel did as well as it did, I think, from the get-go. She said, post every day if you can. Post 3 times a day if you can. Post often. So yeah, that's what I did. Is I literally every day put a video up for like the first 6 months, and that's a good tip if you want your channel to really flourish. Have it ready to post videos regularly because that's what's going to really get it in the algorithm and push your channel up there.
Yep.
Yeah, it does. All right, love y'all. I'm gonna get off here.
Bye.
Bye.
Love you, lady.
Love you, sweetheart.
Love you.
But no, that's one tip that I will say that came from Cynthia initially. Is she told me post as often as you can. She's like, how do I get out of here? I'm stuck. But no, it's definitely a tip that if you're thinking of starting a channel, if you haven't already, if you're just starting a channel, uploading once a week, it can be effective. If you keep it on the same day every week and you kind of keep the same time, keep everything kind of consistent, it can help. But every day definitely really pushes the channel, especially when you're doing things like dumpster diving, because dumpster diving is already a hot niche that's going to get pushed. It does well. So every day loads will get it pushed more frequently, thus bringing more traffic to the channel and increasing your watch time and your subscribers way faster. And don't go live every day. This is one tip I will give you. Don't go live every day. If
Tell
you
them
notice,
why.
I've been on this channel for a year and I've only gone live maybe 14, 15 times.
That seems like a lot.
That seems high, but I think it has been about 14 to 15 times
Wow.
in a year.
You were probably live on this channel and I didn't even realize it.
Yeah. I edit the videos on there's a movie, what is the thing? I think it's Movie Maker. Yeah, I have Movie Maker on my computer that I use. It's relatively easy. I do a very simple edit. The only edits when I have a more complex edit is when I'm doing like my dumpster diving video where I said, why do we dumpster dive? And I kind of like split in like, because it helps fund things for the family, and I put like a thing from Taekwondo in there, and I was splitting things in like that. Those ones are a little bit more complex to edit because I'm taking a video clip I already have, trying to clip a section out and not have the words like really sound weird, like because of we're doing stuff for the family. And you have a great day, guys. He was just trying to keep that stuff out of there. So that makes it a little bit more complex, and you're trying to get the flow so it doesn't look so choppy. But other than that, like my dives, it's kind of a simple edit.
Hi, Tessa, by the way. I'm sorry if we missed you.
I know I did say hi, but yeah, that was at the same time Cynthia was leaving, so she might not have heard it.
I missed it then. I'm sorry. Hi, Tessa.
It's Movie Maker is what my computer has. And it's like it's a free editing program. iMovie on the phone works as well.
It comes with iPhones and Macintoshes.
Yeah. iMovie is kind of like the same type of editing. It's just on your phone. It's really with dumpster diving, I'm going to put it this way. It's something that's very popular and really doesn't require any massively fancy editing.
No.
Because people really aren't there for the edits. They're there to see the finds and the treasures and the personality. The personality behind it is definitely going to help the channel, but yeah, they're there to see the treasures. They're not there for the
to see you
edit.
dive. They want to see the dive, which is where my channel fails because I don't record my dives.
Yes, a dive channel instead of a haul channel is definitely going to do better. People enjoy watching the dive because they want to critique what you left behind. That's what I'm going to say. Okay, my story, and I'm sticking to it. Paul, I'm glad you enjoy coming over here and hanging out. I do. I really appreciate you guys. And Paul and Petite Fireball, it's going live for the first time can be challenging. It's challenging at first, but once you get used to it and you get used to the fact that you're talking to a computer screen or a wall, it's like at first that's like, this is just weird. I'm literally talking to myself and I'm having a conversation. Once you get over that whole thing, it's not so bad. The biggest tip when you do go live is be yourself. Because if you play like you're someone else because you saw this other YouTuber do it and they did amazing and that it worked for them, you're eventually going to be yourself. And people that came because you are this other person are going to be like, what the heck am I subscribed to?
Yeah.
Be yourself from the get-go because you can't be fake forever.
Yeah. Very true. Very, very true. And it helps if you have a friend do it with you.
What am I
the right way?
Yeah, it does. It does help when you first start to have a friend with you. Yeah, especially the first couple lives because you'll have next to no one in there and you're like, talk to me, please.
Yeah. Why is the computer not talking back?
I was like crying to the computer. I'm like, can you please talk to me? Do you guys love me? Like, that's how I felt. Tessa, what am I looking for? It's kind of the same as a frugal family, like Jolie says. What I know I can find a location for instantly. I enjoy finding the pet food and the food items because it's helpful to me, but I also know I have outlets for it. And pet food, like I go through 4 of those big bags of dog food with my dogs every single month. Faith, you have a wonderful night. Thank you for hanging out with us. But I do enjoy the large items because there's stuff that I get and I'm like the air fryer. I wanted it and I didn't have to pay for it then. So that's amazing. All my outdoor decorations, that was amazing. The trees. So yes, the big items are great, but it's when I find the big items and I'm like, I don't need this. I don't know where it's not something that's really sellable, and I really don't have an outlet to donate it. Those are the ones where I'm kind of like, I don't know. I like finding clothes and coats because I know I have places that will donate easily. I like finding like now I used to always leave the crafting stuff because I'm not a crafter. I don't do the flowers and all that stuff. I just don't. Now I pull it out because TC, the other subscriber that has dumpster dive with me quite frequently, she loves to craft and she crafts all the time and that's what she likes. When we dive, 90% of the time she lets me take everything else home and she's like, I just want the flowers. So I take the flowers because it goes to her. So as long as you have an outlet of where to bring the stuff, I will grab most things. But if you don't have that outlet, grab what you know you can use, or you have an outlet to get rid of it, or you know it's sellable. Because yes, a lot of us do sell stuff, so that way we can help supplement the income as far as the gas going to the dumpsters and the wear and tear on the vehicles. And you're still like, and clothes. I'm gonna say this: don't wear your nice clothes dumpster diving. You know how many times I've ripped my pants dumpster diving? You get it caught on the little corner of the dumpster that's sharp, and your pants all of a sudden have a hole, or your shirt gets a hole. Don't wear your good clothes, but you have to replace clothes because of dumpster diving too. So yes, there's wear and tear on many things when you're diving. It's just there's wear and tear on everything. So making that little bit of extra money definitely helps to supplement that stuff, along with helping the family as well. But really, a lot of it is to supplement what you're already putting into it.
And for a lot of people, it's their job.
Yeah.
I mean, that's
Cynthia,
how they
that's
make
really her job.
That's how they make money. That's how they, like, especially if you've got a channel and you're selling the items you find, you need the content for your channel and you need stuff that you can sell to make money because that's your job.
Yeah.
So it depends on who you are and what you're interested in, is what I always tell people. You would dive at places you would normally shop, because you're shopping at the back door. So if you're not normally a candle person, don't shop at or don't dive at Bed Bath or Bath and Body Works, because then if you get a haul of candles, you don't know what to do with it and it just sits there.
Now, I've got my outlet. That's one of my big selling items is the candles now.
Yeah.
I have a lady that literally every time I get candles, she comes over and buys them. I sell them for like $3 a candle. So it's cheap, but it adds up when you find 50 candles at once. But I've got an outlet to get rid of the candles now. Now, I said in one of my videos recently, and I'm sure some of you were like, yeah, what? I said, for the longest time, I didn't even dive in the Bath and Body Works dumpster. Mm-hmm. I just, most times when I looked, it was souped up stuff anyway, like the lotions my daughter loves. But even her now, she's like, I don't need any more lotion, Mom. Like, I've been giving most of that away because she's like, I don't need any more. Because I found so much in a couple of my hauls that she doesn't need it. So like the candles and stuff, I don't burn candles really. I'm not a candle person. I might do a little bit with wax melts, but for the most part, I don't do that stuff. And I can't stand the smell of Bath and Body Works. It's too strong for me. I'm like, it gives me a headache almost instantly. So it's just, I didn't even look in that dumpster for the longest time because I didn't have an outlet to get rid of it and I didn't need any more. I didn't need it. Yeah, I found yarn a handful of times, not many times, but I have found yarn a couple of times. Flowers are like a bigger thing I find, but yes, I'll let you know. My daughter's learning how to crochet right now because she wants to start making cat toys with the catnip in it. I miss them for Devin and love. Enjoy watching your videos. Please like, enjoy to find it. Trade. Oh, I'm like, I'm trying to make sense of it. I'm like, this is a talk to text nightmare. This is like one of my talk to text nightmares. I was
gonna say that was like me trying to read one of Crystal's texts, and I'm like, okay, that word could be.
Now I know what NWI feels like when I text her. And she's going, thank you for that.
It was nice to watch you struggle.
I'm like,
that's what you always do to me.
Devin, who's Devin? I don't know a Devin. I'm like, okay. But no, it's just, a lot of times I think, and that's why I say, even if there's other divers out there, you're still going to find stuff because all divers have their thing that they're going for. Some divers absolutely refuse to touch the food. It doesn't matter if it's sealed in plastic. it's expired in their book, point blank, they don't want it. Some divers are only out there looking for the candles. Some divers only want the craft stuff. And then others, if they find any of that stuff and they find the big items, they're going to take the big items usually because they figure sale or themselves. But even then, I've found big items before where I'm like, someone was just here. They left that.
Yeah.
So there's usually going to be stuff left behind, even if a diver's right in front of you. It's just a matter of, is it going to be the stuff you're going for? But it's just every diver has their preferences. So that's probably the hardest thing when you're making the videos and putting them out there, especially when you're doing the dive videos, so people actually see what you saw, and you leave stuff behind. Sometimes it's unintentional because in the moment you don't see it.
Yeah.
You just don't see it. No. Other times it's because it's something you just don't need any more of. You got way too much already at home, and you're like, I still have to get rid of a lot. But people watch it, and the first thought they see is, why didn't you take it? And it's like, because I didn't need it. Now, the only time I will take something that I normally would leave is if I go to the dumpster and I know the next morning is garbage day.
Yeah.
And there's an item in there that I'm like, I'll find an outlet for it, even though it's something I really didn't need. And I take it just so it doesn't go to the landfill. But I try to leave some stuff so that it gives other people that chance to take it if they're into that. Frames, I really have not been taking frames anymore unless they are in good shape, because I have so many right now. I have so many frames. I've been giving them away. I just don't need anymore.
Yeah.
Like the big frames are the only ones I really like having because of the diamond paintings. So I fumble thumb it all the time. Yeah. Not get the guessing trouble. I don't even know how you would change the language on your keyboard. Man, that would make my life easier when I'm responding to some of these comments.
There's a little world symbol on the bottom. It looks like the world, like a globe. And not on your keyboard when you're on your phone responding.
Oh.
And you have your text open, there's a little world on the bottom left, and you press it and it'll change the language.
Oh, that's an amazing thing to learn.
I talk
because I use the Google talk to text thing, and I'm like, how do I say this in this language? And I'm like, God, I hope that was the language that was. I don't even know. No problem, Mary. Like I said, I was just reading. I'm like, huh? But now I know what NWI feels like, especially since it was talk to text that caught you. See, it really doesn't like people, man. Talk to text is amazing and bad all at the same time.
I'll do the talk to text, but then I still go back and edit
it. I hate that. Next thing I know, I'm speaking French. Oh. Yeah, because I try to respond to all the comments, but then I get like certain people, like they're from other countries, and they comment, and I'm like, yeah, I speak one language, and even that's not always fluent. So now I know something. You guys taught me something new. Awesome.
There you go.
But no, that's definitely like a nice tip to know, because I feel bad when I don't respond, but I'm like, I second language English at times. I once called Zimbabwe. Nice, Gene. Nice.
And what did Zimbabwe have to say? I wonder.
Zimbabwe didn't understand a thing he said, so they basically hung up on him.
Probably.
They're like, what?
Yeah. They're probably listen, when they hear a foreign voice, they're like, bill collector, hang up.
Oh, yes. That's pretty much what I do, too. I'm like, yeah, I don't care about that insurance that I supposedly am about to lose.
Yeah.
Because I'm like, no.
Yeah.
But no, I've done some crazy, stupid things a few times. I'm over here looking at things right away because I had like 6 notifications. I work tomorrow, and I still have to make this. Well, I'm supposed to work tomorrow. I'm not working tomorrow.
Oh, okay.
I only have 6 people tomorrow. It's not worth going out for 6 people.
No, probably not.
I know it's drama on the Apple. I have Apple too. I don't like Apple. I don't like Apple. That's what I use too, Manuela, is the Google Translator, but I know that's not always correct either.
My daughter does that on like Discord and stuff. She translates stuff into other languages so she can talk to other people. I'm like, that's pretty impressive for a 10-year-old. But also kind of weird that my 10-year-old's talking to people that speak another language from another country. So I guess there's good and bad
It seems to
in
be
that.
normal, I think.
Yeah.
That's why I'm glad that Australians speak proper English, I guess we'll call it.
Yeah. The Queen's English, I guess.
I can understand what they say, but at times I think they're trying to show off.
Ah, I'm stuck in my cords.
Your little girl's learning Chinese. That's one language, speaking and writing. I couldn't do it. I couldn't do it. Like all the symbols and stuff, like I'd be so lost.
Yeah.
I'd be so lost.
I started taking Japanese in high school, and that was really cool. But didn't get very far with it.
NDT show. Hi, Nathan. Happy New Year.
Hi.
But no, it's I see. I had the world's worst Spanish teacher. That was the one language I tried to learn in high school. First year they taught us how to sing. Second year they taught us how to dance. Third year they taught us how to color. I don't think I learned an ounce of any Spanish until fourth year, and he thought we knew 4 years worth of Spanish. So he came in and started speaking fluent Spanish, and I looked at him and went, eh?
Yeah. That's not
I
right.
know hola, te llamo. That's all I know.
Yeah, I can speak some French, and I can sing the old Tootsie Roll jingle in French. My girls loved it when they were babies.
Yeah, he wasn't too thrilled when he realized he was teaching fourth year Spanish and had to teach us first year Spanish.
Yeah, I'm sure that's ridiculous.
He looked at us and I said, I'm like, can I go to the bathroom? He goes, say it in Spanish. He said it in Spanish to me, and I looked at him and I go, bathroom before I pee my pants. I don't know how to say it in Spanish.
Yeah. All I think I would know out of that was baño, which I think is bathroom. I don't know.
I was so excited about 3 months later when I finally learned how to say bathroom, or how can I go to the bathroom in Spanish? Because I said it to him and he's like, yes, or sí. And I'm like, I said it right. Well, watch, I probably just asked him if I could go sit at my desk. No, it was bad. It was really bad.
Yeah.
But we could sing, dance, and color just fine.
There you go. Yeah, we had to do a commercial, and so the group I was in, we chose the Tootsie Roll commercial. So that's what we chose. And then I even took French in college. Don't remember that. So I'm stuck with this commercial. That's what I know.
Everyone understands the pee-pee dance.
Yeah.
This is a universal language, even with dogs. Mm-hmm. Dogs do the pee-pee dance too, and it's like, oh, we better get them out now.
Yeah.
We don't get them out now, we're going to have an issue, or we're going to have a cleanup job.
Yeah. Gene, you don't.
That's why I heard my dog in the cage, because he can't be just free running the house when I'm not paying attention, because I won't have any food left in the house if I did that, or anything else. My drywall might disappear as well. But I'm listening to him in the cage, and I'm like, I hear, I'm like, oh, that's the pee dance or something else. Like, we gotta let him out.
Yeah. Did you let him back in, or is he still outside?
They got access to the sunroom, so they can get in and
that's right.
out. But yeah. He's in, but not in.
Gotcha.
He can't run the house. He's just trouble. Unless I'm like standing there watching every move.
Yeah.
Don't get a shepherd. They're horrible.
5 is part shepherd. But
Sunday. Well, I'm thinking about it. I'm going to forget about it. Sunday, do you want me to stop and do nails?
If you're out.
Yeah, I'm out.
Okay. Yeah.
I was supposed to stop, 2 weeks ago before Christmas and everything, but then one of her dogs tried to give the other dog a concussion.
That's okay.
I'm like, that's probably not a good idea.
Yeah. He's still kind of walking funny. I'm kidding. He's fine. I would have taken him to the doctor.
Bailey just kind of messed up that whole equilibrium.
Yeah.
So yeah, no, I think I got my good idea. I think that the mat outside the dumpster is a good idea for the icy days.
I think it is too, and I have another one I'll give you because I have one that I found in the dumpster. I'll give you that one so you can have a spare.
I found like 3 bathroom ones recently, and I found a one that's meant for the door.
Yeah, I have one that's meant for the door, and I have 1 or 2 bathroom ones, I think.
I found like the whole bathroom set at Dollar General, like 3 of them they threw away.
Yeah.
Probably a penny item.
Yeah.
It was probably a penny item is my guess.
There's also the sound of the dog puking when it's on your bed. Is equally as horrible of a noise as a cat puking.
I don't know.
My dogs last summer, one of them got sick in my bedroom and I didn't know it. And so it was very large of a spot and we have dark carpeting and the room was dark. So I go walking in my bedroom like I normally would and I hit that spot and I slid like I was on an ice skating rink, went backwards, fell on my butt on the spot. Yeah, it was disgusting. So yeah, dogs puking on your bed equally as disgusting as the cat puking.
No, see, like there's 2 sounds I hear that definitely. Oh, there the lurker comes out to laugh. the sounds I hear that I know instantly if I don't take care of things, it's going to be a really nasty moment and I'm not going to be happy. Is when the shepherd is in the cage and I hear all the pacing back and forth and the whining combined with it.
Yeah.
Or you start hearing gas and it's like, oh no, we better get him out now. We better get him out right now because he's got a stomach that is so weak it's not even funny. It's bad.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good thing.
Yeah, it was between the toes. I had to hop on one foot. Well, after I got up off the ground, I had one clean foot. So I hopped over to my husband's shower and turned on the shower so I could clean my other foot. And then we steam cleaned the carpets and the spot is still there. Like every other spot we can get out, but this one spot.
It's like that sour memory. It's like, look what happened.
It really is. Every time I see it, I'm like, that fucking dog.
That was not a fun moment.
No, it wasn't.
No, my shepherd, like, if we're talking sounds, like the sounds when he starts making when his stomach's acting up, it's simple sounds that no one else would understand, but I hear those sounds and I'm like, I'm awake.
Yeah, I'll be asleep, and if 5 jumps off the bed, I am up because I know something has to happen. He's got to go out. He's got to puke something. So he jumps off the bed in the middle of the night. I'm up. I'm out. We're going. We're doing something.
It seems like deja vu for me. That happened to me too, but with the new pup poo poo.
Oh.
Okay.
I'd rather do puke than poop.
If we're gonna talk on that end, if you have, I think they're like the iRobot, like the vacuums that do the vacuuming themselves.
Yeah.
If you have a dog that's prone to accidents, or a puppy, or you're just going to sleep for the night and the dog's loose, this is another moment I'd say just don't have it on. Don't leave those on, because the doggy has an accident and those go haywire over the accident all over the house. Yeah, my friend had that happen and it was not pretty. And like then on top of it, it was I don't think it was the iRobot. It was on the really, really expensive ones. Mm-hmm. And she's not thinking because she's like, what am I gonna do? How do I clean this thing? She filled up the tub and she threw it into the tub because she's thinking, how do I clean it?
Yeah.
Luckily, she called the company and they ended up replacing it for free.
Oh my gosh.
But yeah,
wow.
She posted the pictures and I'm like, okay, note to self, with Rocky in this house, never have an iRobot.
Yeah.
because
Yeah.
I won't be a very happy camper.
I would have never thought of that at all. And I have one of those sitting here next to me that I found in the Ollie's dumpster a long time ago. And I never would have thought about the whole accident issue thing. Because, yeah, even this morning, Chris woke up to a pile of shit in the living room. I'm like, ha, 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 you clean it up.
You saw it, you clean it.
Exactly.
Mary, you have a wonderful New Year. You have a wonderful night. Thank you for hanging out. Thanks for chatting. We appreciate you guys.
We do.
I really enjoy seeing you guys here. I enjoy getting the comments. It's always nice. Even when it's
Otherwise, it
just
would just
chastised
be
me about not wearing gloves or because I left something in the dumpster.
well. Otherwise, it would just be me and you talking to each other.
Hey, that works too. We'd still have Lurker in there. He'd be lurking, going,
That's
"Yeah,
true. Tom
we're
would
listening
always
in
be
on this
there.
conversation."
Yeah.
But no, it's yeah. That's one thing I will say. If you have an iRobot, don't run it. If you have dogs that are prone to accidents, because you got to wake up to a surprise.
I never would have thought of that.
Oh, when she posted those pictures, I was like, oh no.
Yeah. Oh, just dragging it all over the house.
Those iRobots I hear are really, really good. Like they clean up everything, and they like people love them.
Yeah.
But oh yeah, Lawn Genie. Same issue. Same issue. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna have to do. Like relatively soon, I'll have to end this so I can go cook some stew. I think, yeah, stew. That's what I'm doing.
Yeah, I got to go inside and warm up my toes.
She was not able to get it out of the iRobot. Like I said, she called the company, and they actually replaced it for free. She basically called them and she said, "This is what happened." And I was stupid and I threw it in the tub. Is there any type of warranty? And I think because of the story and what happened, the guy was laughing so hard he was just like, "I'll just send you a new one." I'm like, you got lucky.
Yeah.
Okay, so since we're on the subject of that,
Yes.
remember the dive that I went out and there was all the ornaments in the Bed Bath and Beyond, and there was like some shelving type stuff in there, and then it started downpouring.
Uh-huh.
And there was a quilt in there and stuff, and I was going to take the quilt for the shelter, and then it got soaked because I threw it on the ground to get something else, and then the rain just let loose. Yeah. So the day that I hit that score, I didn't get all the way into the dumpster because I'm not joking when I say it went from like no rain to a torrential downpour for about 20 minutes and like high winds. I thought we were going to go take a trip to Kansas. It was pretty bad. NWI knows how bad it got because she was like, "You were out in that?"
Yeah.
Like, I thought we were going to have a tornado. It got like went from like nothing to like horrible. So I was out that night. Well, TC went out the next morning, and she goes, "Hey, you said you went out last night, didn't you?" I'm like, "Yeah." She goes, "Did you get into Bed Bath and Beyond?" I'm like, "No, I didn't. It got so nasty, I didn't." She goes, "You know what you left in the back corner?" I'm like, "What?" She goes, "There was a complete. It wasn't the iRobot. It was one of the other brands. A complete vacuum, and it works."
Oh my gosh.
I'm like, "Really?
Son of a bitch.
Really?"
Yeah. That sucks. Well, at least TC got it.
Yeah, I mean, she got it, and I think she uses it. And I'm like, I wouldn't have used it because I don't have carpet anymore.
Yeah.
But it's about dang time, Nikki Pink. I was only on the phone with you before I started the stream, and you said, "I'm going to come on over and watch." And here it is, an hour and a half in, and she's like, "I'm here."
She was putting on her makeup for nobody.
They can't see me, but they ain't going to see this anyway. My son painted his crib. My kid's favorite thing to do wasn't painting the crib with like what was in the diaper, but what was in the diaper. Like they like to rip the diaper open and paint it with those little gel things. That is horrible.
Yeah.
I would rather clean a crap stain off of their paint job than that stuff because that stuff doesn't come off.
Yeah.
It takes hours of scrubbing to get that stuff all off, and then you'll still find it like hours later. You're like, "There's still more on my floor."
Yeah.
Like, people laughed at me when I put my daughter to bed. I would have to duct tape the diaper, put her onesie on, and then duct taped the onesie so they couldn't rip that open, just to keep them from ripping the diaper open.
When our girls started doing that, we cut off the footies of the onesies, and we put them on them backwards and zipped them up.
That's a good idea.
Then they couldn't open them.
I didn't even think of that.
Yeah, that's what we did. Is we cut the feet off and put them on backwards.
I'll let that fly, Nikki. You're talking to Premier. I'll let that fly.
Oh, okay. That's allowed then.
We'll let that one
tardiness is accepted.
My boys had to put the diapers on backwards to keep them taken. Yeah, kids are horrible. Kids are horrible. I didn't even think of that. I would have never thought of that. See, here we got like diaper tips now. Anyone having a baby anytime soon, here's some diaper tips.
Yeah.
No more over here. Don't worry.
No, but you can then teach that to your grandchildren, the mothers and fathers of your grandchildren. Pass along my wisdom.
He didn't know he went live.
Shut up. Oh my God.
Why does this not surprise me?
He was talking to people.
This is also the man that startled himself awake from farting after he slept through a stream.
That's true. That's true.
It doesn't surprise me, okay?
No.
He was picking his nose and flinging them, okay?
Oh my God.
Yes, that stream was horrible.
I missed that one.
It was the same stream. It was just earlier in the night.
Oh my God.
It's private now.
Oh,
I didn't watch the whole thing. I was still watching.
I watched like the
Thank
first
you,
30
Nikki. You just
seconds.
messed up my plans for the night.
I know. I was watching it too.
That's another YouTuber we're talking about that we're all friends with, by the way.
Yeah. Sorry for those of you that aren't in on the joke. Well, at least you talked to him and let him know that he went live.
How late is it? It's 5:13 p.m. here.
Oh,
So it's not too late. This is early for me. I go live way, way later usually. But no, that's, yeah. See, because we have the other channel. I'll say it in case anyone here doesn't know. There's R5 Adventures. I go live mostly on there. I go live at least once a week, usually over there.
And those are late streams.
Those are late night streams. Those are the overnights. Yeah. Those are on Australian time streams, I guess we should say.
Yeah.
But I go live late over there, and I do go live at least once a week over there. I don't go live on this channel as often, but I figured it was due. It's New Year. We had to kind of chit chat, and we've had a pretty amazing crowd in here today.
Oh yeah, we did.
We even got Cynthia up on panel. That's pretty awesome.
I know.
13 minutes past midnight.
Midnight. Where are you from, Manuela?
And then it's midnight in Holland. And and I think that's one of the amazing things with YouTube is all the people you get connected with in all these other countries.
Yeah.
It's just really cool to get connected with all these people in other countries. It really is.
I never would have thought in my life I would now know somebody from Australia that I would call a friend.
Exactly.
Never in my life did I think that would be something that would happen in my life.
I would not, and I can say legitimately, she's like my best friend almost, and I would have never thought that would happen. Okay, NWI is right up there too, but I would have never thought in a million years that there would be someone I was so close to, and mentally attached to. We've got this attachment that's unexplainable for never of meeting.
Yeah,
and we talk on calls and video calls. Just it's weird. When I first had my husband say, I want to do YouTube, I'm like, why? That's stupid. That was literally my response. And now I love it.
My girls would watch YouTube and I would say, those people aren't real. They're not your friends. And now look at me. I'm like, oh, put my foot in my mouth.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Then they're like, then she met me and they're like, Mom, those people aren't real. They're not your friends.
Yeah. Put my foot in my mouth. I know.
Lewis Fuller, happy New Year.
Happy New Year, Lewis.
I said happy anniversary almost.
Weirdo.
Berlin, Germany. Okay, that makes sense. That's crazy.
Cool.
I want to go to Germany one day. I do. I would love to visit Germany one day.
Oh yeah, beautiful there.
Nikki's like, I said the same thing to my kids. I remember when me and Nikki first started talking, and we're talking away on the phone, and her kids, I think, came in and they're like, "Who are you talking to, Mom? Are you talking to those YouTube people again? I thought they weren't your friends." And she's like, "She's my friend."
Well, the first time that I went to go meet you and my friend April was like looking you up on YouTube to make sure you were a real person. And I'm like, it's okay. You know, I'm like, I've seen her live and stuff like that. And so then when I go to meet you, I know what you look like because I've watched your live streams.
I had
You
no
have
clue
no
what she
idea
looked
what
like.
I look like. And so I'm sitting there waving like, hi. And you're like, is that her?
Yeah. Yeah, I didn't know what she looked like. And the funnier thing is, like, we started talking in email at first, and I had sent her, and then I think we started talking over like text back and forth.
Yeah.
And at first, we were like, okay, we're gonna meet up. She's the first person I went dumpster diving with. This is how I started dumpster diving. I met her from Cynthia's live stream, Diving with Purpose, and then she brought me out the first time. She's the one that taught me the ropes. So we're going back and forth, and she goes, okay, let's meet up. And I'm like, okay. She's like, well, like, where are we gonna meet? I'm like, I send her my address. And after I send her my address, I go, forget I sent you the address, okay? Because my husband might kill me for that. We're gonna meet at Walgreens instead.
I remember that. Because I still have your address in my text messages. And I was like, I remember what she told me. She was like, forget I did that. If we come home and my car's
send you my address.
You're like, if he comes home and my car is there, we're in trouble.
Yep.
Okay, we'll meet around the corner.
We met at Walgreens, and I think it was maybe like this. Like, we started talking on the phone a lot. So my husband, I think, kind of realized that, hey, they're making a friendship, because he's still like, really, like, all these YouTubers you're talking to, and I'm like, they're my friends. Because he works midnight. He's always working. Now he made a friend that's in another country too.
Oh,
recently.
Well, good for him.
but we met up and everything, and then I think I went to NWI's house and swung by and dropped something off. So I'm like, I'm gonna stop by NWI's, and so he's like, you're going to her house? I'm like, yeah, she's coming to our house next. Like, I think like the next day you had to swing by, and I'm like, NWI's gonna be swinging by. He's like, whatever.
There was no stopping it. Yeah, there was no stopping it. We were meant to be friends.
Hey, he let Gil come to our house when he came out to visit.
Yeah.
And now next time he comes out, he's actually going to probably stay at our house.
Yeah. See, you can make real friends on YouTube.
Yep. You can. You just you can't be friends with everyone, obviously, but you can make real friends.
Yeah.
And
I made a friend with you.
She hasn't chased me away yet. She's like, I like you still, I think. Some days, I don't know, but I think I like you.
I like you every day.
I can get to be a bit much at times.
No, it was me that had to get used to having someone who actually wanted to talk to me and wanted to like do something with me. I was like, what?
I'm calling her. She's like, we talked yesterday.
Yeah. I'm like, there's nothing.
Why are you calling again? I don't talk on the phone often. So why are you calling again? I'm like, because we're talking.
Mm-hmm.
You want to go hit the dumpsters tomorrow? She's like, I don't leave my house.
I don't.
I don't go out unless I want to. Mm-hmm. I'm a fair weather diver. I'm like, well, we're going to the dumpster. She's like, fine.
I just had to get used to the idea of having someone who wanted to talk to me again. I've been out of work for how many years now? 10 years, I think. So it was a lot to get used to. I was used to being alone.
And I've said it in videos before, like, my email is in the description of all the videos. You can reach me that way. I've also got Instagram. I've also got Twitter. I'm always here if you need someone to talk to. I know Paula and I went back and forth Christmas, right before Christmas. I'm always here if you need to talk. Mm-hmm. Sometimes I talk a little too much. I've heard that in my videos too.
I don't see that. You do not talk too much in your videos.
Oh, some people are like, man, you chatty Kathy. I'm like, okay, well, that's me. I can't change that.
Yeah. Watch a different video then.
Get to know me a little bit more, then you'll really think I talk too much.
Yeah.
And Nikki, no more friends. I need my R5 time. Bossy takes up a lot of my time already.
She does. But it's okay.
We've gotten a little bit of snow here. Right now we're getting like a slushy rain, but yeah, we're getting some snow too.
Yeah. For those of you who don't know, Crystal and I are like 10 minutes from each other. So
yeah, we both live in the same state within 10, maybe 15, depending on the roads.
yeah.
Which is amazing. But like that's how we technically really met. We were in Cynthia's live stream and NWI was talking. I'm like, NWI, are you Northwest Indiana? She goes, you're the first one that put the connection. I'm like, oh, I live in Northwest Indiana too. And then someone decided to time me out. I don't know who yet, but I got timed out. So I'm sitting there unable to chat. And all I did was ask her if she was in Northwest Indiana.
Mm-hmm.
And 10 minutes goes by, or 5 minutes, whatever it is, 5 minutes. Cynthia ended her stream. So I'm like, are you kidding me? So I decided, well, I was about to go live when I went to Cynthia's stream on the other channel before I had the diving channel. And I'm like, well, I'm going to go live now, I guess, because I went over there and hung out instead. And I go live, and in comes NWI. I'm like, ooh, we were talking a second ago.
The first video I ever watched of yours was you trimming baby's nails.
Yep.
And I was like, I've never seen a dog sit still like that to have their nails trimmed.
Yeah, I remember that comment too.
Mm-hmm.
And I think my first video I've watched of yours was your massive Snickers haul. And I thought, oh, Snickers.
I've never gotten another haul like that.
Well, I can't get a haul like that again. That candy haul I got that one time from CVS where I got all those M&Ms and all that stuff, they just won't stop locking now.
Yeah.
It's killing me.
Yeah, I've never gotten another haul like that. That was
Age
a good
is
one.
just a number, Paula. Age is just a number. I think I'm like the youngest of the whole group, basically, that all hangs out and talks, honestly.
I'm 45, Paula, so you're not that much older than me. Crystal's 35, so... And Nikki is 52.
Oh, Nikki's claws are coming out now.
I'm kidding, Nikki.
How do you get the cat that's still... The easiest way 90% of the time is 55 too. You flip the cat on their back, like cradle them, and you clip. Now, if the cat's really bad, then you might need that second person to kind of hold the scruff of the neck while they're flipped like that. You don't want to hang them by the scruff because that's not good for them. But most cats are easy. Now the hard cats, those ones, there's tricks. There's tricks. NWI. I feel like I'm 100 too, Paula. Don't worry. Don't worry. I might not be 60, 50, 40. I'm 35 and I hurt. I hurt too.
I have the body of an 80-year-old.
Like 2 years ago, and that was the onset of never feeling the right way again.
I love you, Nikki. Oh, we'll have a brief rain shower starting soon. So there you go. I just got
we have all the Texans talking now. They're all like, we Texans too. 35.
I just got an alert, so we'll have rain in a little bit.
Yay. See, age is just a number. I get along with people that are older than me 99% of the time. I really do. I get along better with older. I've never really gotten along with my age group. Yeah, Nikki misses her Texas.
Yeah. We know you do. We know
age is just a number, and like I said, I'm here. Like I've talked to Paula, and
you've talked to a lot of people that have come to you from your live streams that are like, I need to talk, and you talk to them. You're just that kind of person. People are drawn to you.
Cammy Blue.
Oh my God! Now Cammy's here. Jesus.
We didn't end it soon enough.
I know. We should have ended it as soon as Nikki got here.
Yeah, I know, right? Stinky Pants came in, and now Cammy. But
Hi,
no.
Cammy.
Yeah, I have a lot of people that talk to me that are typically not people that talk to anyone.
You do.
Oh, you stay your butt right there, Cammy Blue. How you doing? Hopefully your package comes tomorrow, because I paid for 2-day shipping, and I'm a little angry it didn't come in 2 days.
You paid for 2-day shipping, even though you know how bad it is right now?
It was only $1 more.
Oh, okay.
I figured maybe it'll arrive in a week instead of 4 weeks.
Yeah. I still have a package in Texas. Since October 23rd, it's been in Texas.
I figured by paying for 2-day, it might show up in a week instead of 4 weeks. So
yeah. No.
It was only $1 more.
What you looking for, kid?
I used to live in Illinois. Yeah, I grew up in Illinois, then moved to Indiana. Don't talk about Cammy's package. Well, he put it out there at all.
I'm sure it's a very nice package.
Well, that gave me very little hope, Paula. But no, like, yeah, I know I wasn't gonna pay the 2-day, but it was literally, I think for Cammy's it was like 50 cents more. Deadpool, what's up, Pulio?
Hey, hi, Deadpool. Now we got the late night crew coming in.
We got the night crew showing up.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. Well, see, right now you get away with, I sent them, the mail's just slow.
We're not worried about them anymore, honey. You just take your time.
But no, yeah. I lost my train of thought.
I can tell.
That's when I start doing but no. Oh crap! What was I saying? But nope. Nope.
No, not there.
Not that. That's not it. That's not it.
I asked you, I think, about Cammy's package. Is it a big package or a little package?
It was well endowed. It was very chocolatey.
So, Paula, you're in Oklahoma and you had snow this morning?
Yeah,
we still have a little bit of snow from the other day. Not much, but a little bit. Still like stuck in the trees and the grass.
Yeah, we've got a little bit stuck, but we've been getting rain all day. This is why you love us, Cammy.
We love you.
And tell Miss Beautiful Obs we send our love as well.
Please do. Much love. And a happy new year to her too.
Yes. Send me some of that beautiful snow. I don't mind snow, per se. What I mind is when we get rain that freezes into ice.
I'll be right back.
Okay. I mind the ice aspect. I don't much care for the snow either when I have to go out there and like shovel it, because I'm not a big fan of that. And dumpsters are kind of not fun when it's snowy either. We all refuse a repeat of last year. We don't need last year again. 2020 was thrown in the dumpsters. It's gone. That dumpster fire is to be left alone. It gives me a reason to stay home. I'm not looking for a reason to stay home. I like going out. I do. This is why 2020 has not been my friend. But I've managed to make some friends along the way, like TC. She's on vacation right now. Lucky her. She's in sunny Florida, I think. But I am thinking I'm probably I'm probably going to be ending the stream because it's almost at 2 hours. I do plan on going live again tonight, relatively late on the other channel. So if you guys want to hang out, the channel is R5 Adventures. Love you too, Cammie. But the other channel is R5 Adventures. It is in my on my homepage in the featured channels is R5 Adventures. So if you want to hang out over there, feel free to. We have a good time. We have a crazy crew that comes in. But since it's been about 2 hours over here, it has been 2 hours now. Sorry, Nikki, it's not going to end at exactly 2 hours. I'm going to probably end this stream so I can go get dinner made and get things done so I can come back later. But I hope everyone has a very blessed new year. Thank you for hanging out. Thanks for being here. Thanks for coming in and watching the videos and everything else. I really do appreciate every last one of you. And we'll catch you on the next one. I almost left the studio. Wait, well, okay, we'll wait for NWI so she can say her goodbyes. So I said my goodbyes, but we're going to wait a couple seconds for NWI should be back fast. We'll let NW come back so she can say her goodbyes. Good night, Manuela. Good night. Thank you, Paula. Thank you. Yeah, I'm going to make sure everything goes out this month. Already packaged now. Just got to go to the mail, and actually they're open now. Oh, I'm like, they're open now? Yeah, so you guys get me for a couple more seconds while I wait for NWI to come back and say goodbye, good night. Jean, are you going to be, hopefully you'll be hanging out tonight because we will be live again, but it'll be on the other channel. No, it's already 2:01, Nikki. It's not going to end at 3. I think I only have like 5 hours left on my StreamYards, and we're doing a panel tonight. Unmuted, scrapping together. It's all good. I'm glad you were hanging out. Jean will be there. Paul will be there. Awesome. We have a good time over there. Mary, you have a wonderful night. Thank you for hanging out. I do appreciate you. I hope you had a good time in here. Good group of people. Lewis, awesome. Where's your horse at? My horse is boarded at a place about 10 minutes from my house. Not too far away. We were there this morning to see her for a bit. They didn't get to go out today because of the rain. So she was able to get out and stretch for a little bit. Yeah, panel night. Yay. Probably sometime around like 10-ish, Nikki, my time. About 10-ish. That's my plan. So I was waiting to end it till you came back so you could say your goodbyes so that we can get stuff done. You can warm your feet up and then we can get ready for a panel tonight.
Yay, panel tonight.
Yay.
Around 10-ish, I think I heard.
Yeah, about 10-ish.
Okay.
Because Mike leaves here about 10, so I'll probably start it up right around the time he's leaving.
I will eat before I take my meds.
Good idea. Good idea.
Well, everybody, much love to you all and Happy New Year and God bless. And I hope we all have a decent year. Not asking for much, just a decent year.
No, 2020 was thrown into the dumpster. It is 2021. I know. 2020 turned 21, but it's going to behave itself.
I know. We're going to try.
Oh boy, Nikki. Well, you guys have a wonderful night. Hopefully I see some of you guys over on the other channel. Like I said, it is in the homepage and the featured channels, R5 Adventures. So if you want to come over there and hang out and just have a good old time, feel free to join us. Have a wonderful, blessed New Year's, guys. And I'll end it the same way I ended my video yesterday. You don't know what anyone's going through. Just be kind.